Hello and welcome back. As you can see, it is sunny. If you're in the UK, you know we've had quite a lot of rain, which, you know, I'm not complaining. It means I haven't had to water anything, but it has still been a little bit warm, which means things have started to grow. The tomatoes were struggling a little bit. I've still got a lot of green tomatoes, but I've just got down and I can see some red ones, so I'm excited to pick them. I have got some pots and things to actually harvest some stuff today, which normally I always forget, and I get down here and I'm like, oh, I didn't bring anything. So I'm hoping there's lots to harvest. As I say, I can see a few tomatoes, still a lot of green ones though, but there might be some red ones on the other plot. I have already had some off of there. And on my way in I saw some plums. Last time I was here, probably about a week ago, I tried one of the plums. They were still a bit sort of sour, but them ones felt good, so I'm going to pick some plums as well, and I'm going to have a quick look, let me put this down, at some of my pumpkins and see how they're doing. I'm hoping to have a few courgettes, but I can't see any, so I don't know if Mum's been down and taken some, because I expected there to be quite a few, but there aren't any, which is strange. As I say, Mum might have been down. So I've got a little tomato here. Eat that one. Excuse me. That was lovely. And then my climbing beans are starting to climb. You can see that. So that's good. They have also had a little bit of a nibble. Bloody things. Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look at my pumpkins. I can see a Turk's turban, which was here before. Oh, and I can see another one, so that's good. Let me turn around and show you. So that's my biggest one, my Turk's turban. There is a little one down there. There is also, oh, there's one over there. That one's getting quite big. And then I've got another, I can see that little yellow one down there, so that's rather good, and I think I may have another two growing there as well, hopefully. So the stuff in the greenhouse, in the polytunnel, looks pretty good considering it hasn't been watered for a little while. These chilies seem to be struggling a bit, but the tomatoes are doing really well. There's another black Russian there, that looks good. And they're starting to turn red at the back there. We've got some aubergines that are flowered, but oh, just knock that off. But nothing else in it so far. No actual fruit in there. And these are the melons that are starting to spread out a bit. And we've got some chilies. Look at these chilies. Need them to turn red. But yeah. Oh, and these, I need to pot these on. I'm surprised they're still alive, to be honest. This is how much rain we've had. That's getting filled up. Although we are now allowed to use our hoses again. The hose pipe ban has, there isn't a hose pipe ban anymore. I don't know what the right word for that is. However, the outside stuff obviously doesn't really need watering because we've had so much rain. But if we have lots of sun, give it another week and it will need watering again. Look at this apple tree. That's not ours, unfortunately, but look at all them apples on that tree. There's a few apple trees on there and a pear on it. They look amazing. I need to tell them that their apples are looking good. They might want to come and get them. Probably not yet. So this is my pumpkin patch. The only things I can see so far are actually some more Turk's turbans over there. It seems to be the only thing that seems to be growing at the moment. But I am going to take a closer look and see if there's anything else in there. There's the other Turk's turbans there. So we're doing all right for Turk's turbans this year. But everything's growing. There's lots of leaves and flowers and stuff. But no, not that I can see any fruits yet. I'm going to turn the camera off and have a closer look. Found some. So we've got that one and that one over there. And they're spaghetti squashes. That's exciting. We've not grown them before. I was hoping for some good honey, ones called honey boat ones as well. Oh, there's one. Not very big at the moment, but you know, they've got to start somewhere, and as I say, a bit of sunshine now might give them a bit of a boost. So I am here today just to give the inside stuff a little bit of a water. And as I say, we're allowed to use our hoses again, which saves me so much time. Although, because this is full up, I might use this water now. And also to do a bit of a harvest. So I'm hoping there is going to be some cucumbers as well. Yep, there's one at least, so that'll do for now. I haven't been onto the other plot yet. So I'm going to give this a water, and then I'll take you down there and we'll have a little look, see what's going on down there. I was a bit worried about the greenhouse because the stuff in the polytunnel, when it hasn't been watered, seems to do all right. The stuff in the greenhouse doesn't. It gets a lot hotter in there, and things dry out very quickly. So I'm a bit nervous, but we'll see when I get down there. So I just wasn't looking properly. I have got 2 courgettes, which is good. That's what I want for my courgette fritters. Yeah, so 2 different types there. As you can see, one lighter green and one dark green. Right, I've watered the pots and the stuff that's in the polytunnel, but it's so hot in there. So here's some of the plums, and they feel quite ripe. So I'm going to pick some of them, not loads, because otherwise we won't eat them quick enough. But yeah, Mum made a plum crumble, I think, last year, plum jam. But we had a lot of green gauges, but this tree hasn't produced any, to be honest, this year. So yeah, no green gauges, all lots of plums though. And then I've got another 2 plum trees on the other plot as well. So it hasn't got loads on this year, but there are quite a few. They're enough, there's enough. Last year was too many, to be honest. Right, so I'm going to pick some of these now. So I'm just walking to my other plot. These are my goodies that I've just picked from that plot. Just realised I've got to watch where I'm going because there was a dead rat along here the other day. Hopefully someone's moved it. So now I'm going to go to the other plot and hope that everything in the greenhouse is still alive, and see what we've got to pick on there. Oh, I can see some plums already. Loads of plums. There's a different plum. I don't know what kind of plums they are because the trees were there when we got here. But this one on here's got some darker ones than these. I think these ones are Victoria plums. I could be wrong, but hang on, I've got to stop because I can't open the gate. This is our other pumpkin patch that seems to be doing very well. Look at this one. Where are you going? I need to tie that one back in. I don't even think that's one that's supposed to have been going over the arch. I don't think there's a pumpkin on there. I think it might be a honey boat or a harlequin, that one. But that doesn't look like a harlequin squash to me there. They're usually smaller than that. And look at what's going on in the middle there. I think that might be a courgette one there. But I need to have a look in there and see what's going on. Oh, I can see something through there. Can you see that? I think that's a crown prince. Oh, it's so exciting. Right, and this is this plum tree. So this one is doing very well. I mean, they do sort of go a bit mouldy, some of them. I need to take them off. And these are a little bit smaller, but that's good. I prefer them a bit smaller. But yeah, there's loads on this tree. And then this is what I was saying about, these are the darker ones. But they're ready as well. So I'm going to pick some. There's not as many on this tree. Okay, it's not too bad in here. I am wondering if Mum has been down and watered this, because these tomatoes really struggle if they haven't been watered, but we've got some nice red ones on there, so I'm going to pick them. And these are the new cucumbers that I planted out, so they're doing well. Got a couple of cucamelons. I haven't had any yet. They're quite nice. And I've also got some, I've got a marrow, I've got some little marrows. still got 2 massive marrows at home that need to be eaten. But I planted these cannellini beans in the other day. Hang on. And then what I did is I'd picked some kohlrabi. So I just laid them down as a sort of a mulch really. But they've sort of acted as like a sacrificial thing really, because they've been eaten and the beans haven't, which is good. So maybe I need to do that on them Blue Lake ones that are on the other plot that are being nibbled, because I've got plenty of kohlrabi leaves. So this is today's little haul. So I've got some cucumbers there. These are crystal apple cucumbers, so they are supposed to look like that, round. These are a couple of gherkins. The courgettes. I've got a handful of runner beans. There's still loads on there, but I'll leave. I pick the bigger ones and leave the smaller ones. Got some plums, some smaller ones and some bigger ones at the bottom. And I've got a mixture of tomatoes. This is our first sort of harvest of tomatoes. I've picked the odd couple, but I've just seen that one. That's no good. That's got, actually, I think that was off of the other plot. I remember seeing that. That's a bit of like bottom end rot type thing, so I'll get rid of that one, but the others are all okay. But yeah, our first sort of any sort of amount of tomatoes rather than just the odd one, and actually some that I can take home rather than me eating before I get them home. So that's the end of today's video. As I say, it was just to come down, check everything was okay, water everything, and get a little harvest. So I've still got some kohlrabi at home. There are some there that need picking. I only found out recently that you can eat them raw. I didn't realise you could eat them raw. So I'm going to slice some up, or chop some up and put them into a salad, and then also roast some as well. And yeah, the rest of it will be used for dinner. I'm making courgette fritters, which I then might do a side of runner beans and maybe some roasted kohlrabi, and maybe a little bit of salad as well. Definitely some tomatoes. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.